What? Ronaldo, don't leave me. Fam, I get it. I know that you don't want Europa League or the CB. If I was you, I'd be screaming free me. And I know that you don't want Napoli. Don't think that you would go Chelsea, but Bayern is the one that I'm scared of. Cause there you're guaranteed trophies. And there you can conquer a new league. And you can be that main man. That's if Bayern sold Lewandowski. And you will have Champions League at a club that can compete. Cause the club's mentality's weak. Same old guys on a team sheet. Next season's gonna be peak. What?
Yo, this is the OT99 Banter Room where opinions are shared and smoke gets served. I'm joined today by NK and Edwin, and today we're going to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. He's dropped a bombshell. Cristiano says he wants to leave. His agent Mendes has been putting in the work behind the scenes and has kind of got clubs lined up for him. I think an offer's been lined up for him, but we're going to get into it. So guys, welcome, man. Welcome. What's good, Edwin? What's good, NK? Look, NK. What was your week been saying, man? How you been? How you feeling? You're looking stressed.
I haven't done nothing. I've been staying home the whole weekend.
Cat.
I don't think I'm lying, but whenever you saw that was me, I haven't been out.
Man, social media is on Mazza, you know.
Man said he's been quarantining.
You, man, look up NK Dico TV, blood. You see what he's been up to, but he's been on some crazy stuff, bro. Man doing romance. Bruv, Edwin, what are you saying, man? What's your weekend been saying, man? All good so far?
Much, man. Just work, man. Just work. What about you, bro?
Bruv, I've been here, bro, like working as well. Flipping hell, man. It's been a busy one, man. In and out, running errands,
we've been speaking quite a bit. I've been calling, anytime I hear a headline, I'm like, yo, what do you think? So,
bro,
going on, man. A lot's going on.
It's a lot going on, bro. My head's been scattered, I ain't gonna lie. This Cristiano Ronaldo one shook me. It shook me for one reason in particular. He knew that he wanted to leave from when we didn't qualify for Champions League. So I've been going back and forth. A lot of the fans said, you know what, where's he gonna go? Like, even though he wants to leave, where's he gonna go? But he knew that he's gonna want out because he didn't want Champions League. My thing is this: why is it that it feels like to me or to us that we're only just hearing about this? Why does it feel like that?
But are you surprised though? Man United and Man United. I wouldn't be surprised if Man United knew from the beginning. He probably said,
if we did know from the beginning, yeah, then why isn't a full? You know what I mean? Like, if he knew from the beginning, what are we saying that we're happy to be going into the season with what we got?
Should I give you an answer to that?
Go on.
Man United. That's it. Like, when have we ever been proactive? We're reactive. We're not proactive. Think about it, yeah? We've needed a backup striker for how long? You know what I mean? Like, we've needed a midfield. How long have we needed a defensive midfielder? Man United they're not, you know what I mean? So I feel like Man United knew. It's not just out of the blue. He would just, especially because of the respect he has for the club, you know what I mean?
Can I just start off with this thinking? I meant to start off with this, but let me just, where is it? Was it this one? Yeah, Fabrizio comes out and says, Cristiano Ronaldo has told Man United he wants to leave this summer as he wants to see more ambition. Man United are still hopeful of keeping CR7, but aware of decision. Cristiano has no agreement with any other club. See, this is old because obviously I'm thinking that there is agreements been made, and we'll get into that in a second. Mendes explored options for weeks and will continue. Now, obviously, we know the latest business. I don't even know that's the latest tweet that's coming up on his thing, but obviously we've seen talks about Joe Ornstein coming out and saying, you know what, like, Cristiano Ronaldo or Napoli's interested, and guy like Ornstein's not going to throw Napoli's name in there if there hasn't been concrete interest.
He won't go to Napoli though, man. He wants to go to a club that will actually probably compete. So I feel like he might go Bayern Munich, all the other clubs, but it's always depending on if Lewandowski goes to Barcelona.
So now let's get into this article. So this article I'm gonna bring up now. So this is for, what article is this? I don't know. Is it Bleacher Report? Yes, Bleacher Report. So it's titled Cristiano Ronaldo Rumors, Chelsea Move Discussed by Todd Bowley, George Mendes as well. So let's go into it. So that Todd Bowley, I think he's the Chelsea sort of owner, and obviously everyone knows who George Mendes is. So the new Chelsea owner, Todd Bowley, here we go right here. met with Cristiano Ronaldo's agent, George Mendes, in Portugal last week to discuss the possibility of the Portuguese forward joining the Blues, according to the Athletics duo David Ornstein and Dan Sheldon. This news comes after Record, whatever that is, a Portuguese newspaper, there we go, reported Ronaldo was frustrated by the lack of progress in the transfer market, which have been telling NK under manager Eric Ten Hag, and was ready to move on from United. Blah, 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 blah. So
let's be honest. Ronaldo, in the defense of Ronaldo, right, he has been saying this to the club for the last couple of weeks. It's not the first time he's complained about the lack of... So he's probably been like, I want to leave, but let's see what players they bring in. He's probably looked back at the training and been like, these are the same players as some of the players that got loaned out. Like, so he's probably thinking, do you know what it is? He gave them a couple of weeks and he's like, no changes or no progress. So he's like, do you know what? I've got to look after myself. I'm 37.
Bro, look at this guy making faces.
Like, NK, what do you think?
Let him come. I know he's waiting to just chat his S. Look, chat your S, NK. Go on.
Oh,
you got your pen and pad ready.
No. I'm not. It's not. It's not that. I think sometimes, as fans here, we need to be real here, but man, this is Cristiano Ronaldo here. He's a very, very ambitious guy, and the minute we miss out on Champions League, it was always a big question mark whether he's gonna stay and and play in the Europa League. Like everybody was talking about it already, because if we started that rumors thinking about whether he was gonna stay, then clearly the player himself, is gonna be thinking that he's at the age where he's reaching his last bit of career. He's not gonna stay out there to be doing rebuild and all this stuff. So I don't buy this thing about, he was just seeing where United kind of like do to be in the transfer market in order to make his decision, because that's not the case. What his agents has been doing is that they've been looking for where opportunity is. Let's sit down here and let's be honest with ourselves. When he was ready to leave Juve, if Bayern Munich was available, if your Chelsea was available, he would not choose Manchester United. I don't care what anybody say, he will not choose Man United, because those teams were more in a better position to win stuff than United was. He came to us. He came to us because we presented like the easiest way out for him. There was also so to cut you off, there was Man City, but obviously because of the but then Man City one, I don't believe in that Man City rules. Whether it's true or not, that's a whole different kind of like conversation there too. But me personally, I feel like that was a smoke screen to kind of like bait United out. Just like how recently they were talking about him going to Bayern, but then meanwhile the main corporate has always been Chelsea. Chelsea has been the main corporate, but they were using Bayern Munich as a small screen. I feel like Ronaldo and his agent, they literally came to United. They knew what do you call it? Because all these reporters, they feel like the standard was bad and stuff like that. I think his agent and Ronaldo wanted to kind of like influence the club, have more influence in the club in terms of like speeding up how we wanted to do stuff, People forget when Ole got sacked, everybody credits him for getting Ole sacked, because obviously he didn't think Ole was the guy to help him win, challenge for the trophies or whatever it is, So there was that too.
Where's your picture gone, fam? Or is someone holding your phone?
I've been so busy today. Can you just hear me?
Yeah.
But what do you call it? When he came, people could give him credit for getting Ole sacked. Everybody gave him credit for that. And when Ole got sacked too, there was a report that he didn't want Conte there. He was strongly against Conte coming in too. And his agent too offered the Sevilla manager to become manager. So this is a person who is literally, he don't have time to waste. He want to win as soon as possible. And he will just shake up everything to do that. Unfortunately, United didn't get the Champions League. We got a new manager there, and the whole conversation has been about rebuild. Ronaldo is not here for rebuild. So this is where when people talk about, rebuild and stuff like that, Ronaldo is going to help United do a rebuild. But he's not about that, bruv. He's not going to be sitting here playing Europa League football when Messi is playing Champions League with PSG and potentially trying to win another Champions League. That's not Ronaldo, bruv. So it was never it was never about, look, I promise you right now, and you know what? It hurts me the fact that United have not what do you call it, transfer business right now. Because even if we have done transfer business, he will still go up. People forget what happened at Juve, bruv. Allegri came there and he still died, bruv.
But at the end of the day,
it was Allegri that came there.
Bro,
he still left.
at the end of the day, we know that Ronaldo's going to want Champions League football. That goes without saying, right? Even if like Manchester United brought in 6 guys, 7 guys, this guy will still be thinking about Champions League football. But what I'm saying is the way how we've operated in the market, Ronaldo already sitting there saying, you know what? I'm looking at options because Man United has been moving mad. Like we ain't in Champions League. But then where they're clapping and shouting because Tyrone Malacia are coming, and then we're all like, oh, getting excited. Bro, Ronaldo's thinking, wait, are you mad? Like, you ain't done nothing, bro. You're looking, next door. Hold on. You're looking next door. And then you're looking next. No, bro, it is, bro. Think about you being in a team right now. I'm not saying that this is his primary reason, for wanting to leave, Don't get me wrong. But you're in a club. You're telling me that isn't going to compound the fact that you want to leave. The fact that we're bringing in Tyrone Malacia, not like saying he's dead or anything, but then you're seeing your neighbours bring in, what do you call it? Yes, Haaland. That, don't get it twisted. It's going to compound the fact that it's going to fortify his decision making. It's going to reinforce his decision making as to why he wants to leave. Bro, I swear I heard whispers earlier about Ronaldo saying he will stay, or is it some? I don't know if it was true.
Yeah, but friends, answer this question for me though. Answer this question for me though. What is difference here between when he joined the club and now, bruv? Are you telling me? Because the thing is, if I ask
the difference is this.
Let me say something. Let me say something first. If I ask Edwin, if I ask every United fan here about whether United could have possibly win the Premiership last season, we will all say no. But all of a sudden, Ronaldo's coming out to say, oh, he don't feel like United can challenge for the Premiership. Was that not the same case last season too? Or something have changed for me?
It's a different story because the conversation that we were having last season before it kicked off is, look, top fours wasn't a conversation of us not making into Champions League. The conversation was, like you said, can Man United actually go on to pick a title? Now the conversation has gone on from that to can we even qualify for Champions League, which is we've digressed. And what I'm trying to say is you need to remember, whatever the circumstances it was, Man United finished 3rd and 2nd. We've gotten a new manager after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked here. And there was a whole new, renewed form of optimism for a split second. Ronaldo came in, it's the same year Sancho came in, it's the same year Varane came in. It was a whole different thinking. Now our patterns, we've gone back again. And what I'm saying is this, Ronaldo at least had some optimism. Now we've got a new manager coming now, Erik ten Hag. There might be a little bit of optimism there, but who are the significant? He's looking around him left and right and seeing the same guys that was poor. Now he's got to put all his trust in this one guy, Erik ten Hag, and maybe Bruno Fernandes, his compatriot. And that's not for him.
But then was it not the same guy? No, the thing is, what I'm just trying to say is that when he came here, since Ronaldo came to United here, he was the last player that we officially bought. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was he not the last player we bought? So when he was coming there, it was this same players that was there that he so believed they could help him win something that so-called rejected Man City for us. So if he wanted to challenge and win the Premiership and win trophies, why then reject Man City and come to Manchester United? If the story is true, why then do that then? Because
the thing is, you got to remember, do you know what it is? At the end of the day, whether he wanted to win, like you said, he probably looked. All the other big clubs were not going to get him because of the timing, right? Because it was like a late decision. He won't go to Man City because he's a United baby.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? No, but it's out of respect.
So why is he going to Chelsea then? Why is he going to Chelsea then? Why is he going to Chelsea?
That's different.
No. Why is he going to leave us here in a time of need to go to our rivals? Because Chelsea is our rival, So why is he going to leave us and go there? if it's not about,
Look,
if it's about,
There's
what do you call it,
a
transfers?
difference.
look,
The
AK,
difference is
Mendes.
Manchester City, Manchester United. They're both
That's
Manchester clubs.
massive
Huh?
deal.
What did you say? What did you say?
Manchester,
They're both Manchester
City.
clubs.
That's a big rival. Chelsea's. That's Chelsea's
Chelsea's
another
a
top four
London-
rival, but
Chelsea's
they're
a
not
London
like,
club.
you can't go from Man City to Man United.
Is that going to Arsenal? Is that going from Arsenal to Tottenham?
Nonsense, man.
It's not nonsense.
Look,
it's more realistic for Ronaldo to go there.
No.
To be honest, though, Mendes, is going to do what he does. He's the best agent in the world living. RIP to what do you call it, Raiola. But he's the best agent right now living. The biggest agent right now living. He's gonna have options. Just because he's got Chelsea as an option doesn't necessarily mean like Chelsea's not guaranteed titles. Look, we heard Napoli's interested, we heard Chelsea's interested, and who have we heard that's interested?
I personally think, if he was to go to a club, right? So look, if we're just talking about Ronaldo as a player, he wants to win titles, right? If Lewandowski goes Barcelona, he's got a certified league winner there and a good chance to do well in the Champions League.
Has he ever conquered Germany before? No.
He's not. No. So it's
New challenge being in Germany. Guaranteed titles.
Goals.
In Champions League, goals,
Okay,
the main guy.
So you see how you guys are talking, but you expect me to believe, that it's lack of transfer. When you're talking about, he want to go conquer a place. And also answer this question for me. Next season, is Chelsea our rivals or is Man City? Because City and Liverpool are going for the league title. We are competing with your Chelsea, your Tottenham, and your Arsenal, for top 4. So if he's going there, is he not going there to strengthen them and then weaken us? But you
let's be
it's going to be interesting, though. Are we going to let him go to a rival? Are we going to let him go?
We might not have a choice.
I think
and
we're going to.
At the same time, Man United are not good. Like, we're talking like Man United. Look, let's be honest here. At one time, Man United was a team where players wanted to go, the players wanted to stay. Like, we're not in the Champions League. Like, our team is not any good. Like, let's be honest. Man United is not the team that we.
Everyone, see, you know what? This is why, like the past few weeks, I've been involved in a lot of like arguments. Look, I don't care whether Man United are good or not. When it comes to our club, we put our club first, Baba. I'm not gonna sit here and let Ronaldo come here and disrespect us like that. And then
what I would say, let me keep the same energy. I've said from time, if a player doesn't want to be at the club, let them go. Because Man United are too used to allowing players to stay.
Okay, so why are we making excuses for him?
No, but listen.
No. We're not making excuses.
Wait. We need to give this a bit more context because we're saying Champions League, etc. We didn't make Champions League. He wants to play Champions League, but there's more to the story. We're leaving out the part of him and his family in particular not necessarily being comfortable in Manchester. We heard reports also come out to say that the family of there's more to the story. Not like to say like he wouldn't have stayed if he were in Champions League because he probably could have. But I'm saying that these things also compound, just like Man United's inactivity in the transfer market.
What's talking about the family?
To reinforce his decision. It was light touch, but they were saying how his family found it difficult. I don't know if it was Joel Ornstein or Fabrizio. One of them came out and said that his family was finding it a bit difficult or challenging being down here. And they didn't go into the details of what that was. But you need to understand, look, whatever he's gone home doing in his family setup, we need to acknowledge that that's also going to impact on his decision making. Just like, look, we wanted Fergie to still be managing Manchester United. When his wife said, you know what, I'm done. You spent too much time away from home. Bruv, it ain't nothing that no one could have said.
Friends, again, see, this is friends. You're talking about his family and stuff like that. But Ronaldo used to live in Manchester before, But so don't tell me that they didn't.
He didn't have a family there.
His family. Look at that. His family's grown. This is not Ronaldo.
Hey, AK. If your family said, "Look, I don't want to stay in this area anymore," are you gonna be like, because I want to stay?
So my question is, if that's the case, why come there in the first place, bro? Because
but at the same time, you don't know whether you're used to somewhere until you go there. They've never been Manchester.
Look, it's like right now, if my wife say, "Hey, let's go to England," I've lived there before. I'll be able to tell her what to expect. I'm not gonna.
You have. She hasn't. You have. She hasn't.
But so he's in a better position, to explain it so that you know what to expect, but man, you don't need to stop making excuses, but man, you're making silly excuses, but man. The guy wouldn't leave, based on two reasons: lack of Champions League and the fact that United might not
This
challenge.
guy, because he's in the States,
it was the same thing
because he's
last
in the
season,
States, he's enjoying different type of temperatures to Australia, man.
No, it was the same. No, the thing
You
is, look,
explain it, bro. Chatting S.
All right, so my
my
question to you is: Are you with Ronaldo's pending like his decision to want to leave? Yeah, do you want him to stay or leave as a fan? Like, just you as, do you want him to go or do you want him to stay?
Honestly, yeah, with me, yeah, at the beginning of the season, I've always said it. If it was a case where he could leave, I would appreciate it. Yeah. Because like he's a very strong character, and you know the way he is, yeah. If things don't go his way with a new manager, it can be a problem, you know, for the new manager. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And we are literally seeing a perfect example for that. Ronaldo, yeah, his influence at the club is massive. You know, like he's more powerful than the manager himself, and even more powerful than even John Mehta, who's the football director. But when he kick off, it's the owners that have to deal with it, not the bloody. Sorry for my language. Not the football director, not the manager. You know, so for that reason, yeah, I did not want him to stay. I have always knew he was going to force a move, like, you know, because I know how Ronaldo is, and playing that whole Europa League with the four about, people are saying like, he needs to rotate and stuff like that. That was never that's never him. And I didn't want him to do what he done with Juve, where he actually left them like late in the window and they couldn't find a replacement. So I was worried about him doing the same thing to us, where he would leave when the season has started and then we couldn't find a replacement. But in a way, too, you could have probably said that he's leaving it too late, because I also read a report that apparently if United said that if they knew he really wanted to leave, they could have pushed more to sign Nunes. Yeah, that'd be Nunes too. So that's the bit that I just don't like. He always knew what he wanted to do.
So let me ask you a question. So I think, man, we should have done our due diligence, because we should have known that also Ronaldo, there's a big risk of him leaving as well, knowing who Ronaldo is. But Nunes was never going to come, I don't think, as well, because apparently we offered him a better deal and everything like that, and he still went to Liverpool. But my thing is this, yeah? How does this impact on Manchester United's future transfers? Because the way how I've seen it, yeah, is Ronaldo gave us the flexibility with our budget to be able to prioritize those areas where we really needed people. Like in the midfield, you know, we're talking about Eriksen, De Jong, you're talking about centre-backs, full-backs. Now, with someone like him leaving, and we already know that the attacking option that we've been linked to, Ajax is stubborn and they're saying they want X amount, and where does it leave our budget? Because we're spending a huge amount of our budget on De Jong right about now. Now, can we still afford to do that and still bring in a top forward as well? And who is that forward going to be like? You know what I mean? I don't know. What's your thoughts? Do you think we can go in with Rashford and Martial? Would that be enough? Or do you think we need to dip into the market?
Thing is, that can be an option. But another thing too that you have to look at is like Ronaldo is on a big wages too. And he got a year left too. So we will get some kind of like money.
I think he's on like too, over 500. So it's like probably
so
20, almost 30 million for 1 year, maybe 25 million.
Exactly. So when you take that kind of like big side of wages off, you could probably, like, some of that wages can actually turn into transfer funds too, because you know that is getting off too. So you can probably go and get a replacement to kind of like come in too. And on top of that too, he got 1 more year left too. So we are going to probably get some kind of a transfer fee off him, whether it's like 5 million, 10 million, something. We're going to get something, off that too. But yes, I mean, and Rashford and Bruno too can do the job too. The only problem now is that
not Bruno.
Not a lot of like good strikers out
Bruno.
There. Huh?
Bruno can't play up front. Look when he look.
No, but I'm just saying. No, I'm just looking at the manager's
the option.
But the manager's kind of an option, because history. The thing is, when Ajax didn't have like a striker, he used to play Tadic as a striker. You know, so he has done that before, where he has kind of like found solution too. Because let's face it, between now and when
they're a dominant force in their league. When you're talking about Man United, it's got 4 or 5
there's
teams.
There's a lot of good strikers out there. There's not a lot of good strikers out there, and he has always said it. Like, I think his plan has always been to buy like a right winger first, and then address the centre forward option later on. So they could try go for a long move. They could try work something in a short one. But whatever the case, and also there's Anthony Martial too. It could be a case where before they were looking to sell him, Now you can say, hey, you know what? Just stay for one more season so we can turn Martial into the main striker if we cannot find anything.
Edwin, what do you think on that? Do you feel like our transfer priorities are going to change in light of this? Do you think like, or you know what I mean? Like, what do you think we're going to do in light of this? Do you think we're still going to get De Jong and the signings that we'll link to?
It's difficult to say, isn't it? Because, like NK said, Ronaldo holds a lot of power. Him leaving could deter players from coming. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? Just before I let you continue, just to add, yeah, we need to remember Ronaldo, as much as the stick he got from certain fan bases, he got 24 goals in all competitions last season in our worst season in history, bro. That I can remember.
He was the reason why it was our worst season. But anyway, let's say whatever.
I disagree. I disagree because I don't think we could have had any striker there up top, and we could have had Haaland up there, and it still would have been bad. Yeah, for the simple
where did we finish the season before that? Where did we finish the season before that?
Yeah, I think that a lot went wrong this season on Ralph Ragnick and the harmony and the dressing room. A lot had to do with it, you understand? But I just feel like at least when Ollie was there, he brought vibes, harmony. He brought a never say die attitude, and we got late goals with Ralph Ragnick. Everything just crumbled, bro, and there was nothing to go on. But yeah, I just think like he's a big force to replace. So go on, Edwin, in terms of like your thoughts on replacing him or what we do going forward. What happens?
See, it's like what NK said. It's like Ronaldo left Juventus in a weird place, innit? Because remember, like, he just decided to leave last minute. But look, I feel like we need to address the areas that are important first. So the defender and midfielder is what he wanted, right? He wanted an attacking player. But look, the option is, like, I know a lot of fans are divided on it, but I'm not going to lie, I was watching Martial, like, this week. And if he's able to get him a bit more on form is a short-term solution, because no matter what, Man United were probably planning to buy a striker next season, because I don't think they would have let Ronaldo stay again. You know what I mean? I think they were always going to buy a striker, even if Ronaldo decided to stay, actually, even for an extra year. But
yeah, I
think if they're unable to get it, they shouldn't push the cause. They should just work really hard on implementing Rashford and Martial in that position for the meantime.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because like, although they've both played up as forward and they've, did okay in centre forward positions, it's just like they're both not natural forwards.
But Martial, remember that one time when we were playing Martial up front and he was scoring a lot?
Yeah, LVG, is that LVG's?
But let's be honest, the turning point for him is when they took his shirt number. Then that was it. He just didn't care. Yeah, that was it. Remember when they took his shirt for Ibrahimovic?
Yeah.
But anyway, friends, you talk about those two are not forward players. Ronaldo's not a striker. He's not a striker. He's still playing there. He's not a striker.
But he's not human, bro. Like, when you talk about Ronaldo, he's not human.
No, he's human now. You're right. He's not a striker. But in his later stages of his career, he became a striker.
Right.
It don't even matter, bro. Like, this Ronaldo, bro. You understand? Like, he's one of those guys, on FIFA or FM, like, you put him in any position, bro, it's just 100, bro. Like, you get me? Put him in defense, it'll still be 100, bro. It don't even make, bro. Like, he's Ronaldo, innit? But I'm just thinking in terms of like, yeah, I don't know.
What would you do? Would you buy a new striker, or would you put faith in someone like Martial if Ronaldo left?
That's a very difficult question, It's a very difficult question. The reason
it's like what NK said. Who's out there right now? Like, remember, the only striker I know is available now with Hassel free. Remember, I was telling you that Belotti guy.
So there's the odd guy out there. It's not a striker's market at the minute.
But for the money, imagine if we get De Jong, we get the defender, we get the left back, we get Martinez, we get say if Eriksen decides he wants to come. Like, that's most of our transfer things gone. So it's
that's
like
the thing. Like, I feel like there's you're gonna have to the money. Like, it's either gonna be a late signing for us if we are gonna get a striker, because we're gonna need to make a lot of sales to make up the money in order to get that. Or the Glazers are saying, you know what, the dividends that I've taken back, let me give that back to the club and put some more in. Because I don't even know what the budget is. The budget's
Man United are lying, mate.
Bro,
remember I told you this during the week. Man United got the money. Because how is all of a sudden we've outbid Arsenal for Martinez and they bidded 40 million, but yet we've got a 60 million.
Yeah, I mean, the way how they structure the deals is difficult to know, right? Because like with De Jong, they're saying that base fee
But-
of 50-something million is going to be
But
over.
if Man United wanted to buy a player, because so what would have happened if Nunes decided to come to us? Would that been our only signing? No, you know what I mean.
It's all about the structure. Like even Tyrell Malacia, as small as that fee is, 50 million up front, 2 in add-ons. We're doing that in phases over years. You understand? Like that's how the deals are getting done. So like me and NK will be on FM. NK will see me splash bare money, and I'm just a simple Wolves. And he's thinking, how the hell am I doing it? Because I'm structuring all my deals, bro. Every deal is getting paid over 3-4 years, bro. And that's why it's difficult to know how much Manchester United has actually got. Because we're paying here, paying there, but we don't know how that's being structured. So therefore,
you must, are you forgetting? Yeah, what you just need to understand is, are you forgetting about last season when literally after we got Sancho, Varane, and who was the third signing that we got again?
Ronaldo.
No, before Ronaldo, we signed someone else, isn't it? Tell us. Who did we get? We got Rafael Varane, Sancho. We did sign someone else before.
Ronaldo.
Was it Ronaldo? So we only made 3 signings last summer. Anyway,
I think there was one more.
There was one more. We did get 3 players before Ronaldo.
You do?
But
I don't
anyway,
remember. Left back, I don't remember. Right back, I don't remember. Centre back, other than Varane. Goalkeeper's been the goalkeeper. Striker, we didn't get no striker because it was Ronaldo, and then Sancho was the only winger we brought. I don't remember.
But anyway, whatever the situation,
unless it was a goalkeeper, I don't know.
Yeah,
it
but
was Heaton.
Yeah, but whatever the situation was, we were meant to believe that we didn't have enough money to get a DM. That was the conversation. But then the minute Ronaldo became available, the money was there to get Ronaldo. So that's what I'm just trying to say, that it's just one of those ones where if he is leaving, regardless of whatever our transfer budgets and plans are for what we need to get, if Ronaldo was to go and someone became available that the club really wanted, they will get him.
Do you know what? Yeah,
and then he can go out of
under this
budget. But
under this regime,
you know what NK is saying? Remember I told you this during the week. If Man United have the money, like you say, with the Ronaldo thing, remember they said we've got no more money, then all of a sudden they made this massive package to get Ronaldo. So if they really wanted to get a striker,
and they saw Daniel James too, Bob.
But we need to understand though, like Ronaldo is a guy that attracts a lot of social media interest, a lot of publicity, a lot of the shirt sales, and things were paying for itself in certain ways. But, you know, not only from shirt sales, it was only a proportion. I mean, just his overall brand. But remember this, if this was last season, I would have been almost certified that Manchester United would be going after Neymar. Eric Ten Hag has confused my thinking in that sense, because Neymar's the only guy that is potentially available that is as big as, not as big as Ronaldo, but in that name brand that can draw in, and that will make the Glazers say, you know what, I'm going to cough up additional money now and break this because I know that I'm going to get that X, Y, and Z. Outside of that, I really don't see anyone else out there that can have that type of effect that is going to make the Glazers budge, to be honest, and make them think.
But we need a striker, though.
He says, selling Ronaldo?
As in, like, if he was to sell Ronaldo, like, tomorrow, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, if it was the Glazers, Neymar would have been number 1 on the list, right?
Does he fit in our squad, though? Does he fit in our squad in terms of the way we want to play?
They don't mind, man. They would have got him because PSG want to sell him. They'll probably just get him, like, because they need that kind of, like,
name for name.
Financially, it would have been a good signing.
But Neymar doesn't play good no more.
He's good. He's good.
But they don't care. They just want to make money, bro. They just want to make money. They just want to sell stuff, bro, man.
Yeah. But
hey, you know what? Quick question, though. What happens here if Ronaldo leave us and go to Chelsea? How are you guys feeling about it? Because apparently they're not our rivals. So how are you guys going to feel about it?
No one said they're not their rivals. I was just saying, I understand.
They are rival in the league, but they're not all like...
No, don't get me wrong. They are our rivals, but I understand why he never went to Man City, because he's been at Manchester United. It's just that if he goes to Chelsea, it's not a good look for us, because we're still battling to be in the 3rd and 4th position, and Chelsea are just going to get stronger, because you got to remember, Chelsea's not really got a striker right now. Lukaku's gone, and Werner is not really a striker that scores. So getting Ronaldo gives them more goals.
one more question too, yeah. So Ronaldo want to leave because Man United are not buying no players, correct?
No,
Oh,
no,
that's one of
no.
okay, no, that's one of the reasons though.
It compounds the reason why he wants to leave. It
yeah, but
compounds
that's
it.
one of them.
His
Okay,
family issues, the signings, the lack of activity, and the fact that we're not in
No,
Champions League.
let him
being
answer
a
his
primary-
question because he's gonna say.
reason.
No, let him answer his question because I know what he's gonna ask. Go on, ask.
Well, what am I gonna ask?
Is it about Chelsea? About they've not signed no one.
Bing, 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 bing.
But do you know why? Do you know why that's different though? Because if you actually look at what's going on, Chelsea are not allowed because of them. The new chairman, there was a delay on when they could start buying players. That's why. Have you realized they went for Rafinha straight away? They tried to get Richarlison last minute because of the whole paperwork. There's only. Why do you think the new chairman's been so aggressive now?
Okay, so is Man United not trying to buy players too? Are we not trying to buy players? But what I'm saying is that okay, but do you know what the difference is? Man United could have signed players weeks ago. Chelsea couldn't. But then, okay, so Chelsea agreed a deal with Rafinha. Rafinha said, hey, you know what? Hold on, let me go talk to Barcelona.
No, do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know the reason why Rafinha's not going?
Let me finish, though. Let me finish. And then you can see that.
He agreed to Barcelona deal 5 months ago, remember, with Deco.
No, so you got...
Deco's his scout.
That's his first love.
Deco's his agent.
But you got a player, yeah, that literally played for a team that nearly got relegation, yeah, rejecting Chelsea black and white. But Ronaldo said they are ambitious. Let me go there. But
let me.
But we need to remember the history of Chelsea. Chelsea's a team that can look like that, and next season can win trophies. We've seen the history of Chelsea.
They've got new owners, but that's not guaranteed.
But he does it. But we don't know. But he's going on base of the history. Remember, I was telling you about in our chats about the history. Like Chelsea, it doesn't matter where they finish. They've got a history. If you look at them over the last decade. They're one of the teams outside of City that's been winning. It don't matter. Then let him go. Let him go and decide, and let him go and understand.
But you know what? In regards to what NK is saying, you've got to remember as well. Yeah, Rafinha 5 months ago in February, January agreed a deal with Barcelona. Barcelona are trying to bid for him, but they're not meeting the fee. So he's saying that he's waiting to see if Barcelona could bid for him.
No, Edwin. You know what? I agree with that. That's not even my problem. What Chelsea are doing. I'm just saying, if Ronaldo is gonna put a P out there, that Manchester United transfer dealings is making him look frustrated. Yeah. Why then Chelsea?
Okay. I'll answer your question. When's the last time Chelsea won it? When's the last time Chelsea won the Champions League compared to Man United?
Okay then. So let me say. So okay then. And this is exactly my point. He is going there because one, they are in a Champions League and they are already in a position to win stuff. It's not because of lack of transfer. So don't as I said to you, don't put a P out there that is because of lack of transfer activities. Say that I want to leave because I want to go to a club that is literally challenging for stuff. But don't say it's because of our lack of
transfer. No, but he makes that, Ronaldo makes that very clear.
That's what he said.
But
we're just talking about other factors. He actually said that they don't meet his ambitions, and at this stage of his career, he wants to win stuff. That's what he said.
So why come the last season then? Because he was the same. Why not go to Chelsea last season?
Hold on, let's put this into context.
Because Chelsea didn't go for him.
If Edwin's made up his mind to say, I want to cut out and join this another fan channel, look, if you don't get these plays, I'm gonna join this other fan channel. Fam, I'm there trying to negotiate with Edwin saying, boom, you know what, chill, look, I got this thing coming up. Chill. He's already made up his mind. It's not helping, if I'm not delivering on the promises that I said to Edwin, saying, you know what, I've got this new camera coming, I've got flipping this new hot talk host coming, like that would even interest him. It's not going to help. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's made up his mind.
Let me make a better example.
If you're not giving man good news, man. United not doing anything.
Let me make a better example.
What happened for Tyrell Malacia and De Jong, is there chilling, saying, professing his undying love for Barcelona while we're just catting him, bro. This guy is dragging out. Pre-season is when? When is pre-season?
Let me make a better example. Say, Edwin,
This guy's
Me and you were doing it. No. Me and you were doing it. Anyway, what do you call it? Edwin said, "Oh, Edwin come here. He come and join. Let's say we do it, and normally when we do it here, we got like about 500 views. Edwin when he was joining us, he knew that we get 500 views. He's come to join us, and then now he's saying, "Oh, if you don't get 1,000 views going forward here, I'm gonna leave." When he was joining here, he knew how many views we were getting. But then all of a sudden, he's trying to say that, oh, the views are not good enough for him. And then you are sitting here to tell him, like, oh, I'm going to get a new camera, I'm going to get marketing, and we're going to get talent. So why come to join us in the
Because you're forgetting that Edwin comes a big fan base. Ronaldo has got one of the biggest.
And you got to remember, where did
followings.
Okay, the last 2 seasons, yeah, where did Man United finish?
Wait. He came out and said,
NK,
Sir
where did Man...
father, I'm going to win the Premier League for you, father. That's what I'm going to do. That's what he said.
Ask NK, now a question for NK. Where did Man United finish the 2 seasons before that? Second and third, right? And second. Right or wrong? No. Yes or no?
There you go.
Yeah.
He's optimistic.
Yeah. No, obviously, he's coming to a club that's finished second. So he's like, look, let me come here. They were missing firepower in the striker. I could do that. So
and
it's not that because your point is a good point. You're making out like Man United were totally fifth for time. They were second.
No. I'm just saying, and you know what? And as I said to you, he only came to us here because he saw whatever the case was. He misjudged the situation there. He's come to us. He come to us here. And then realized that, look, we never challenged for title anyway. He thought he could have come here and contribute to us. He's now realized that he is not big enough, like what do you call his contribution here is not enough. So don't sit there.
No, he done enough. He done enough, man.
Okay, so the bottom line is, do you want him to stay? Do you want him to go or stay?
No, I want him to go back. Look, I'm just saying, we all know, yeah, that even if Manchester United this season, even if we get Neymar, Frankie de Jong, and we get Timber, we are still not challenging for the title. We know that. He knows that. So don't come here and say that, oh,
I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I think the fan base feel like that. When you're talking to Ronaldo,
anything's possible.
You know Ronaldo's mentality. He's never gonna think like how the fans think. Let's be serious. Like, don't get it twisted. When Ronaldo came to Manchester United, he's really trying to say, I'm winning stuff. That's always been Ronaldo's mentality. So he's not coming to the club thinking, oh, I'm not going to qualify for Champions League. He's thinking, no matter what you're saying, I'm winning stuff. Get on board. I'm going to drag you along. Maybe he's being naive, but that's always going to be his mentality.
No, but you're right. Ronaldo's cut from the same cloth of Mayweather. They don't be thinking they're going to lose.
They don't do that, bro.
So that's okay. That's perfect. So if that's the
case,
this
up, NK, man.
No, okay. When we didn't qualify for Champions League, why then do an interview to say, oh, I'm happy with the new manager there, and I'm happy to for next season and Man United. Why then do that statement if you know that they didn't match your ambition after that? Then why that?
Because you need to. This is what I'm trying to tell you, NK. Over this time, what has been compounding Ronaldo's decision making has been family probably issues and the fact that Man United is moving like amateurs. I'm not going to say amateurs, right? Because I know there's a lot of work that we need to do to reverse all of the work that, all of the rubbish that done in the past. But Ronaldo, to his standard, I'm telling you from now, even though if he wanted to leave, even if he was going to stay, say we got top 4, say we finished 4th, even if he wanted to stay, he's not going to be impressed with the way how we're moving in the transfer market. He doesn't care about, the restructure. No, he wants to see movement, activity. That's all he does. Wins. He wants it there.
It's we're not moving like that. To what you said about that interview, time and choice. We all got time. We all got choice. Time has passed. He's made a choice now. In that moment, he felt like he had to say he wanted to stay. As time is going on, like you say, like think about it, our decision making in life changes according to our external factors. All these external factors play a part in his decision making at the end. Whether it is the finality, he may have wanted to stay, then you're looking, okay, I need to stay at this team. My ambition is here. They're still here. Like, they've not done anything in the summer to give. It's like anything, isn't it? It's like, what have you showed me to make me want to stay? That's it. They've not shown
I'm gonna wrap it up and say that, look, Ronaldo used us last season to get away from Juventus, and he's using us this season to go to Chelsea, bruv, man. I don't buy none of this nonsense that you lot are saying, bruv, man. End of.
Look, you heard it here. You heard it from NK. Look, Ronaldo's a user, innit? He's a user, bro. He's not an abuser, but he's a user. Look, it's the OT99 Banter Room. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Look, let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you think of what Ronaldo's doing to us. Let us know what you think. You know, what's going to happen with our transfer window? Is it going to change? Is it going to be affected? Are we going to go for a striker? Are we not? We're going to keep faith in Martial Rashford. Let us know what your thoughts are, man. Until then, peace.
Peace.